Hello, this is Craig and welcome back to Cruising Off Duty. This is our yearly pilgrimage to the Annapolis Sailboat Show, also called the United States Sailboat Show. We come and we check out catamarans to look for our future floating home. That's right, we're selling everything and we're going to move all our possessions onto a catamaran and live full-time sailing around the world. So that's the plan. So every year we come and check out these boats. There's always something new to see. So how this series is going to work is every episode is going to be its own review of a single catamaran. 2 episodes ago was the Naisna 50, which we were quite impressed with. And the last episode, we moved on to the Lagoons with the very smallest of the Lagoons, the Lagoon 380, a 38-foot boat. If you haven't already seen that episode, go back and check it out. I'll put a little card in the top right corner so you can find that episode. We found that boat to be very cute, but probably not a full-time live-aboard boat. This episode, we're going to be moving up to the next size up in the Lagoon models, to the Lagoon 40. It's a more modern feel. It's a little bit bigger, of course. And so let's see if that is something we could live on. Okay, this Lagoon 40 is a brand new model in 2019. You can tell with Lagoon whether something is a brand new model or one of the older designs by the number of digits after its name. In the last episode, you saw the Lagoon 380, so 3 digits means it's an older model. This is a Lagoon 40, just 2 digits, so a brand new model. In a future episode, you're going to see a Lagoon 450, which is an older style of a 45-foot boat, and they're going to replace that with the Lagoon 46, which is going to be slightly redesigned. Now, newer isn't always better. We've noticed with the newer models, everything is very squared off. You'll notice that later when we're looking at the tables. A lot of tables and furnishings are very square, no rounded edges. So Janice tends to like the rounded edges better, so sometimes we enjoy the older models like the Lagoon 450. Last year was one of our favorite production boats, so you'll see that in a future episode. But just so you know, this one's newer, 2019, and you're going to see some differences. All right, so it's a nice helm. Got to sit up straight to see over it though, right? It's pretty tall. And it's a soft bimini. It's got one, but it's soft, so you'd have to replace it every 5 years or 6 years or 10 years or whatever it'll last. So these are recessed, but they're not the super ultra modern flat ones. They're just recessed into the deck, except for the one at the bow here. There's bigger princess seats on the older model over there.
Yeah.
This one has tiny little, you have to have a tiny little butt to sit your butt on this one. Ta-da! Not exactly comfortable, is it? It does look small, very small, almost uselessly small.
The ropes are not that easy to walk on.
Yeah, this is the same with that one over there. This is very
Hard on the feet. It's not,
and it sinks down a long way because it's not very sturdy.
I know there's a ladder to get up on deck.
And then they have only got solar because they put the soft ones on the deck. They don't have a space for hard solar.
It's not like, it's like they weren't planned into
No,
it.
this is probably somebody ordered it like this. Not planned in as well.
The windows are nice though. Lots of big windows.
There's no seating up here. We have to keep in mind that this is a 40-foot catamaran and it's probably still in the lower kind of budget end of Lagoon's production catamarans. We heard that this boat, fully kitted out to sail away, was about $450,000. If you were interested in this boat, you probably need to really research what that $450,000 is going to get you. They say fully kitted out, but that probably doesn't include things like water makers and high-end generators that you would need to live on a boat. But more research would need to be done. It's amazing what a boat that's only 2 foot bigger will do. Remember the Lagoon 380 had almost no table or seating area outside? Check out this area.
This table is nice. It's a good seating area.
Now let's get inside and check out the galley and the salon where we'll be eating on cold and inclement days. As you can tell, it's a more modern look. Everything is sort of squared off. They make a good use of the space on these more modern designs. Let's check out Janice's camera footage and see what she thinks of this galley.
It is nice in here. Like the galley is very nice. I like this darker kind of caramel color wood. Veneer or whatever it is. Here, really nice dining area. And there are the big bright windows, and a couple of them open. Some faux leather finish on the surface here. That's pretty nice. I do like the curtain as well.
Okay, I'm going to head down into the port side of this boat, which is the owner's cabin. And you check it out, it's a decent sized bed. For a 40-foot to have access on one side of your bed is pretty impressive. The rounded edges make it tough to find sheets on that mattress. but you never know. Then you got your settee, you got a little bit of an office, and you have your head, which is actually quite decent size for a 40-foot catamaran. I was quite impressed. Let's see what Janice thinks.
Here is the master cabin, which is pretty nice. The bed is pretty big.
This is new in 2019.
It's laid out really well. Yeah, it's a brand new model. Lots of cabinets here. There's a settee here. And a dressing table slash desk, which I like. Lots of cabinet. The head is nice. The countertop is nice. Big window in here. Makes it feel very open.
Okay, it's time to head down the starboard side and check out those guest cabins. Okay, so this is B berth up here. It's okay, decent sized windows.
It's very bright. I know the windows in the floor in the.
I like it for 40. Small, but
it is cute. It's very well laid out.
Yeah, well laid out.
And it's very bright.
Yeah, lots of windows and patches. Check that out. Yeah, this one's nice.
Share this head, but it has a separate shower, which is a good size. Here. And the aft cabin. The air conditioning is on. It is very nice. It's very bright. I very much like it, I guess. Obviously, I would prefer not this laminate finish, but...
Before we gave our final review of the 40, we jumped back on the 38 because there were some things we thought we liked better about that boat, and then we gave our review. It's one sink? One sink. Okay.
I'm sure you have enough actually. The finishing starts nice. The 40 is not as cute as the 38. It only has one sink for some reason, and the finishings are not even nearly as nice as the 38.
It's a newer model. It kind of changed their styling a bit.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it has the same problem as the last boat, where it's just a bit too small to be a full-time live-aboard catamaran, but it is got like it uses the space a little more efficiently.
Yeah, it uses the space efficiently, but aesthetically, I didn't appreciate the countertops, the really sharp corners everywhere.
Yeah, that's a new styling.
The laminate, the new style of laminate that really just looks like paper. Like printed paper.
You do feel like it is bigger. It is actually 2 feet bigger, but the inside, the rooms are bigger, like noticeably bigger.
It is a noticeable increase in volume for sure. Like you definitely feel it in the rooms.
Yeah. You might have a difference of opinion on this styling. Some people like that Euro, really sharp corner, like cabinetry. We like the more rounded corner stuff, and so
more classic.
Yeah. So it isn't on our list. No. Too small, and Janice doesn't like the interior cabinetry, so there we go. So you choose.
One sink, that is kind of a deal breaker. Sorry, like I can't live on a boat with one sink.
This is the weirdest thing, because if you're thinking of living on a boat, you got to wash dishes every day, all the time, and you need 2 sinks for that. And some of these boats just have 1 sink, and I don't understand the logic, because there is room for a second sink.
They could have gotten a second small sink in there.
And then put a cover over it if they want more look like more cabinet or more cutting board space. Then you just put one of those covers over top of the sink so that it looks like it.
But the cabins below were very nice.
Much better than the 380.
Okay, so what did you like on the 40, Lagoon 40?
The big dining table back here. This is nice wood, and this is lovely. And also in the cabins, the finishings are nicer down below than they are up top in the galley area.
Yeah.
The bathrooms have like a nice Korean kind of countertop. I don't know why they wouldn't use the same kind of counter up here.
Yeah.
Down there it's nice.
Awesome. The 40 is a newer model. You can tell from the 2 digits. The 380 is an older model since '99. So that's kind of what you're going to find. The older models tend to be a little bit more rounded corners, a little bit better in like more stylish interior. The newer ones are trying to be super. They call it Euro.
I call it bland.
Anyways, so we're going to move on to the 42, which is a little bit bigger boat, and we'll see what we think of that.
Here's some scenes from the next episode when we're going to be on the Lagoon 42. As I reflect back on the 40, it's kind of funny when I watch the footage because when Janice was first filming as she's going through, she actually seemed to like the boat. But then when we took a breather, went back and saw the 38 and then came back to the 40, then she wasn't so sold on it, mostly because the older model had a little bit more rounded edges and felt a little more woody inside instead of that IKEA furniture look. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the 42. As you can tell from the 2 digits, it's also a modern Lagoon, so it's probably going to have that same square-edged Euro furnishings. You'll have to stay tuned to see if Janice likes it anymore. You will get a bigger boat, so there'll be more interior volume. The cabins will seem more normal size for you to live in and have enough space to store all your clothes and your other belongings. So that'll probably be a plus. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If so, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification button beside it so that you're notified when the next episode is up. As I said, the next one will be the Lagoon 42, followed by the Lagoon 450, followed by the Lagoon 50. So it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, probably better and better and better. If you have any questions, throw a comment down below. I will definitely answer it. And until next time, this is Craig signing off, wishing you safe cruising.